Nobody is preventing you from liking, appreciating, and enjoying The Last Samurai. You can even appreciate it exactly because it centers a fictional white man in an actual event in Japanese history. You can appreciate that tendency in Hollywood as an overall positive if it inspires people like you to pay attention to and to take interest in things that you otherwise wouldn't if you don't see yourself reflected and centered in them. And it is your privilege to not recognize the ways in which that film is problematic, to not be aware of how the only purpose for the Asian female co-star's existence was to fix the white man and to be his love interest, to not be aware that the only man in that film being viewed romantically was the white man, is the actual problem for the representation of Asian men in Western media. Now, what you don't get to do is talk over me and tell me that the film was not problematic. Similarly, it doesn't matter if you think that Yasuke was unimportant. It doesn't matter if you think that Yasuke wasn't a samurai. What you don't get to do is talk over Japanese people when they tell us who Yasuke was and his significance to their culture. Yasuke was a real person. Nobunaga was a real person who accepted Yasuke and held him in such high regard that he trusted him with his weapons. So when you frame Ubisoft adapting that story for a video game as Western media cramming Western politics and Western ideology down the throat of the East to make the East more modern and to make the East more inclusive, that is your narcissism showing, because Yasuke's story is Japan's story about connection and inclusivity before its time.